Tonight, a husband is remembering his wife, a Fayette County school nurse, after she was killed in a hit-and-run crash.
She gave so much good that we focus and celebrate her life and a life worth living.
Lynette Lane died over the weekend, but her family says they are focusing on the life she lived, not how she died. They shared her legacy tonight with WKYT's Grayson Passmore.
Reverend Tony Lane very fittingly met Lynette at church one day. And as he says, they kicked it off right away. They'd been married for 36 years.
Lynette has a quality where she basically sees good in everybody. And so she doesn't meet strangers. She's always open and friendly and loving. And that was her quality. She would love anybody regardless who you were, what you look like, it didn't matter to her.
Now Reverend Lane stands with his grandson by his side, just 2 days after Lynette was killed in a hit-and-run accident Saturday night. But Lane says they refused to spend this time thinking about her death when she lived such a big life.
She gave so much good that we focus and celebrate her life and a life worth living.
Like the 7 grandchildren she loved spoiling.
We got to spend time together because I was about to go to college, so that was real special to me.
And the thousands of kids she took care of over the more than 40 years she spent in healthcare. Most recently as a nurse at Rice STEM Academy for Girls.
The children had a way of faking being sick so they could go to Nurse Lane's office and get a peppermint. She just gave and gave and gave, and she just shared love.
A love Lane will always feel grateful for knowing the past 36 years.
People really embraced her and loved her because that's what she did. She embraced and loved them.
In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
Lynette Lane was hit at the intersection of Sandersville Road at Atoma Drive. As of now, police are still looking for the person responsible. Anyone with information about what happened is asked to call Lexington Police.